My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Alright, so every now and again I do a live video on Facebook and connect you guys with what I do. And as I go live, I film it on Facebook, and you know, I don't know if I'm been getting any reactions because, like I said, I don't really get on social media like talking about it unless I'm posting something important to me that I hope is in some level or another important to you. Like the thing I just did about like John McCain being insulted by assholes in the White House because he was a prisoner of war. And I'm pretty sure that half those assholes in the White House have no one in their family that's ever served in the military. But you don't have to be in the military to work in the White House. It's a open gambit. Because when I was younger, I thought you had to be a lawyer to become the president, which is why I never wanted to be a president, because I didn't want to be a lawyer because of the sad extreme difference between law and justice. All right, if you see it's one of the flags. I can't remember if it's our state flag or not, but the flag has a person holding the scales of justice, or the scales of the law, and one is heavier than the other. So that being said, that's why I was like, yeah, I really don't want to go to law school because I don't know if I have the courage to lock someone up for the rest of their life. I don't want to not lock the wrong person up. I don't want to lock an innocent man in prison for something they didn't commit, which is thank God for DNA. But at the same time, you have to think about what are you gonna do in effect of this person's life, and if they're guilty, okay, they deserve to be there. But if they're innocent and they don't deserve to be there, how do we make sure that this doesn't happen? So when I post these videos, I try to post topics that affect me, but will somewhere down the line affect you or make you at least think about it. And a lot of things, you know, like I said, when I first started this channel, it was not to be like a talker. No, not at all. It was supposed to be like, you know, throw a kung fu punch, elbow, something to get your attention. And it has become such a clusterfuck. So when I do videos, I hope that they give you a moment of pause to make you think about some of the things I say, some of the things I do. And I hope that they touch you on some level or another so that you guys know that the world is full of things that will make you think. And to quote Ferris Bueller, if you don't take the time to look around and see the world for what it is, you will miss a lot of stuff. And the thing with that, I try to do videos that reach out and grab you. I generally do talk about adult things, and I usually give a warning that if you're a child and you're under a certain age, that you should not be watching my shit. And you shouldn't be, because it's not child friendly. And I don't know how to make it, so that YouTube will make sure that kids can't watch it. When I put in the words "not for children," I don't think it can really like be stopped. So if kids are watching, I only want you watching the kid friendly speeches. I don't want you watching the stuff where I'm using foul language. I don't want you watching stuff where it affects the adults in your life. And those are things that we try to shield you kids from. We can't shield you forever, because eventually you will grow up and you will understand why we shield you. But as a child, I advise you to stay a child. Play with your toys. Don't grow up too fast. Read some books. Stay the fuck off of technology. Do things that we did as kids. Get outside, breathe the air, play outside, have fun with your friends. And if you're like me, unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of friends. I had comic books, and I had toys. Those were really my only friends. I still have my comic books and my toys. I did a report on that in school and class, and you can find them here if you wanted something to laugh at. But the thing is, I'm never going to be a talk show host. I'm not that blessed. But if I do get that chance, because I do need a job, I'll take it. But I'm gonna put this out here because I do my damnedest to be honest. I give everybody 99.9 out of fear that no one can take the whole 1,000. And I've said this before. If I could tell people the whole 1,000% of the truth, their heads would probably explode. Because one thing that I've learned, that a lot of people really just can't handle the truth. They want it, they cry for it, they beg for it, and then when they get it, they're like, all kinds of hurt about it. Like somebody rammed a red hot poker right up the actual ass with no Vaseline. Match a little bit of gasoline. Thank you, Ice Cube. But I say this with the utmost sincerity. You know, the world is not a humble place. There are bad guys in every ethnicity. There are good guys in every ethnicity. And there's people like me that just walk that thin line of being the bad guy that's playing the good guy that's playing the bad guy. Thank you, Supernatural, for that. But the whole thing is that reality bites. That's also a movie. It has nothing to do with this conversation, but it does really bite because when you get hit, you feel pain. When your heart gets broken, you feel pain, and it leads you to doing really stupid shit. I was watching Crime Watch Daily the other day, and a dude killed his cheerleader girlfriend because he couldn't break up, couldn't handle the breakup. And I've been there. No, I'm still there. And though I handled the breakup, I did try to win the girl back with love songs and text messages, and dedicated this graphic novel that I still need a publisher to her, and all kinds of other stuff. But I think the reason why people don't handle breakups well is because the person that's breaking up with them doesn't have the ability to actually tell them why. And this is what leads to clusterfucks of people killing their girlfriends or girlfriends killing their boyfriends because people aren't brave enough or man or woman enough to sit there and just tell the goddamn truth. But again, as I just said, a lot of people can't handle the truth. And I can tell you right now, I would much rather you hurt me with the truth than deceive me with a lie. Like every day deceive me with a lie. I don't want that shit, because if you're lying to me every day, then you don't love me in the first damn place, and you shouldn't do anybody like that. And I've made videos talking about sensitive subjects like that. I've lost cousins and friends because of people not being grown enough to tell people the truth. So I haven't told a lie out my mouth since I was 12 years old. Whether you choose to believe that or not, that's on you. Have I written lies on papers? Motherfucking right I have. I've written them for people. My big ass graphic novel was an autobiographical fantasy, which is basically a big fucking lie with an adventure that I'm in. I'm not that big of a character in the damn thing, but I do make appearances, because it doesn't center around me as much as it centers around the ladies in the show. But I'm in it, and one of my surrogate father is in it, and he is dead, so I dedicated it to him. And my biological father died before I could finish it, so I dedicated it to him. So I dedicated the book to 3 people. I just need a publisher, and then I'll be straight. But if it ever became a show, it couldn't be on regular ass TV. It could only be on like cable or like a Netflix or some shit like that, which is always an option if someone wants to give me a job. But before my face catches up with my age, I try to tell people to strive to do the right thing. Even if it's the hardest thing to do, strive to do the right thing, because if you can just do the right thing, it knocks all the bullshit out the way. And a lot of people don't want to do the right thing because it's too hard to do. This is when you know who your character is. If you can do the right thing when the right thing is the hardest thing to do, then you have great character. If you will do anything but the right thing until the right thing is the only thing you have left to do, then you have bad character. Now let me explain that before you start throwing the judgment rocks or the stones or the fucking cement blocks and shit. Here's the thing. It takes a lot to work a lie. Right? If you have to tell a lie, you have to keep telling lies to cover up that lie, and eventually that's just gonna blow up in your face. Just tell the fucking truth. You got a better shot of getting it over with than like, okay, well, I'm gonna tell this person this. Full fucking well it ain't right, but that's what I'm going to tell them, and we're gonna see where it goes from there. And then you're gonna have to keep trying to see where it goes. But eventually, if you're with someone and you don't want to be with them, then you should tell them the exact truth and the exact reason instead of leaving them hanging. Or let's say the situation is about money. If you owe people money and you can't afford to pay them back, then that's what you should say from the jump when they loan you the money. And it's like, well, I can't afford to pay you back, so you may never get this money back. They may give you the money, they may not. Depends on where their heart's at. I have people who owe me money. Only one of them has actually manned up and spoke to me about it. Where everyone else is like, oh, I owe you money. Good luck with getting that back. But, for me, it's not so much about you giving it back or when you give it back, because I didn't put a deadline on any of it. But I do want it back. But I would prefer to talk about it like humans instead of me arguing like, all right, well, you owe me this much money, blah, blah, blah. Because, yeah, they know they owe you the money. But the question is, why aren't they willing to come up to you and say, hey, look, dude, I still got some financial problems. I can't afford to pay you back right now, but I will pay you back because I know I owe you the money and eventually you're going to get it back. Now, most of the people don't want to do that. And as painful as that is for me, it's not as painful for them because they know they owe me the money, but they don't want to come to me and be like, look, it's going to take a little bit of time for me to get up that amount that I borrowed from you, but when I get it, when I get my shit straight, the first thing I'm going to do is pay you back. And then it's going to be done. I'm not going to throw this shit in their face. I'm going to wait for the money. I'm not going to wait forever, but I will wait for the money. It's like, because giving people money and having that person pay you back, it's a hell of a task, But it doesn't mean that they can't complete the task. It just means it's a hell of a task. And that people should probably, before you borrow a dime from anybody, you should know if you can afford to pay them back. Oh my God. Sorry, Steve Harvey. He didn't make that jump. Anyway, the whole thing, talk to the people, speak to people, and when you owe them cash, they might be okay with you owing them as long as you're willing to negotiate. Like, look, dude, I owe you like $4,000. All right, so the first $1,000 that I get is yours. I'm gonna put it right in your hand. That's not too bad. All right. Now, I'm not specifically speaking on anyone because the one person that owes me the most, we talked. We're good. He's got a whole lot of other issues that he has to deal with. So that's that. But the other people who owe me money have not made no effort whatsoever to come and talk to me about, look, dude, I can't get to you right now. I got a whole lot going on, and I just don't have it. That's all I'm saying. Is it a lie? Maybe. Is it the truth? Maybe. But it's better than nothing at all. Now, for everyone else, there are things that I talk about on this thing, and I'm giving y'all the play-by-play now. There are things that I talk about that some of y'all can relate to, and some of you can't. And if you can't relate to it, it's no big deal. Stop the video. Go to something else, And if you can't relate to it, enjoy the video. Leave a comment if you feel like it. Don't leave a comment if you don't feel like it. I'm good either way. Because a couple of months back, since it's now 2018, but I guess I could say a year ago, because it wasn't a full year ago, but a couple of months back in 2017, I told you guys that I would go through my comments and go through it and tell y'all what people think about my channel or whatever. Well, here's the problem. I've gone through my comments, all of them, on every video I post. There's no comments. None. Not one. I've been through every one. My Mass Effect videos, everything. No comments. So I can't give you a comment review if no one's giving comments. So either I'm really good with my 37 followers, or I'm really bad with them. And in fact, I'm so bad with them that none of them even want to put a comment up there. Here's the thing, though, because I'm going to say this, and it has to be said before I go watch the view. It has to be said for the simple fact that, one, YouTube is not a guaranteed success story. And for some of us, it has been a great success story. For me, I got 37 followers. That should tell you I'm here, but I'm not really being noticed. And it's not my 37 followers' fault. It's my fault because I can't do Kung Fu. And I can't put what I want on here. But if I can, oh, believe me, it would get done. Now, for the other shit, you know, people have found great success at YouTube. I'm not one of those people. No, it's just that simple. I'm not one of those people. I'm grateful that I have a YouTube channel or two that I can do the thing with, but I can't do what I want to do because I don't have the ability to use my legs. And as a martial artist, my legs were like the most important thing to me. I'm not a judo expert. I know judo, but I would prefer not to be trying to throw people around just like 3 times my size because, yes, in judo, it's easier to throw a person off of 1 foot than two, especially if they outweigh you. So don't believe everything you see on TV. But, the thing is, we have this outlet. So we have to keep ourselves in check. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I'll make more videos later. Be seeing you.